Miss Renee Show. Hey, Miss Renee Show. Where we at on Miss Renee Show? I said where we at, y'all, on the Miss Renee Show. Yeah, where we at, y'all? Hey, where we at, y'all? Right here on Georgia Avenue. Oh yeah, we right here, y'all.
Miss Renee Show.
We gon' sing right here.
Miss Renee Show.
Yeah, Miss Renee.
Show.
Oh yeah, we gon' do it here.
Miss Renee Show.
Right here in Listen Vision, y'all.
Miss Renee Show.
Oh yeah, Miss Renee.
Miss Renee Show.
I like how you sing it.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Girl, I like how you sing it now.
Thank you, Mustafa.
And where we at now?
Miss Renee Show.
If they didn't know it's,
Thank you, Mustafa.
hey, you're welcome, Miss.
Miss Renee Show.
Make sure y'all tune in.
Well, Miss Renee Show.
Yeah, tune in.
Miss Renee Show.
Yeah, tune in.
Miss Renee Show.
Oh yeah, I need you to tune in.
Miss Renee Show.
We just getting started, but tune in, y'all.
Miss Renee Show.
In a minute we gonna have to leave, but
You're listening to Sharice Jones and Mustafa Captain Soul Star. Thank you for tuning in. I love them. I don't want the show to end. God bless you. Stay tuned for H.O. Barner, Our Power.
Okay, let's go.
Miss Renee Show.
I think I feel good right now on
Miss Renee Show.
yeah.
Miss Renee Show.
Uh-oh.
I said Mustafa.
Miss Renee Show.
I say Mustafa.
We on the Miss Renee Show.
I say Mustafa.
Miss Renee Show.
Here's Morgan Johnson. No curfew. Miss Renee Show.
Okay, I like that right there. Miss Renee Show.
Renee Allen and Friends, y'all.
Hey, Miss Renee Show. Oh yeah, we on.
Miss Renee Show. Thank you for tuning in.
God bless. Good night, y'all.
Better sing it one more time, y'all.
Hey.
Hello and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends show. Thank you for tuning in on this beautiful evening in the nation's capital, right here across from HU. You know. How are you today?
I'm great.
Wonderful. I want to welcome everyone again for tuning in. And sitting next to young, gifted, and what's your nationality?
I'm half Palestinian, Israeli, half Korean.
You know I was getting ready to say young, gifted, and black, but young, gifted, and
Colored.
It's a song. So we met at the City First Bank event along with my dear friend of Heart and Soul magazine, Anita and Michael Graham at the park at 14.
Yep. It was a beautiful event.
Yes, wonderful business owners like yourself. And we had a grand time. So she really impressed me because some things that she's doing with this wonderful business, and I'll let her talk about that. So let's talk about, tell them a little bit about yourself.
So I've been in the district for about 17 years now. Had a wonderful experience here. There's a lot of entrepreneurial spirit, a lot of young people, and got on the food scene because there's a lot to be done in terms of the community. We wanted to be a brand that was grassroots driven, supported by the community, and in favor of what the community wants. So we're actually located in a pretty up and coming area, let's just say. There's not a lot of options for people or children or anything fast casual or nice. You know, it's a lot of carryouts and unhealthy fast food. So what we try to do is, you know, tell people comfort food's okay, but you got to know what goes into your food.
Yes.
So we do a lot of educational elements. All natural, hormone-free products and the like. And we try to be a safe haven for kids in the community. We're around a lot of schools and a very residential area, so we try to be a place that they know they can come to and feel safe.
Yes. Now, when I first learned about your business, it's Mason Dixie Biscuits, right?
Yes.
I thought it was only biscuits.
No.
Yeah, no, that's a big no, y'all, a big no. So tell us why the name Mason Dixie.
Yeah.
And what really motivated you?
It's just a riff off of the Mason-Dixon line. It was a unifying factor between myself and their chef. We're both from Maryland. And we knew that if we were going to do biscuits, it was going to be a hard sell from those in the South that are going to be like, oh, Maryland, that's north of the Mason-Dixon.
That's the crab state.
That's right. So in order to kind of bring in a little bit of flair, we called it Mason-Dixie Biscuit Company. But, we're 100% minority-owned business. Also, proudly. And so it's great for us to be a part of the community, embrace us that way as well. So
let's talk about some of the things you're doing in the community with the children particularly. And where are you going with that? Like, what's next with that? Because it's so important that, especially in those communities, that children and young people, are you a millennium?
Yes, I don't really know how, but I am in that category.
That they see, they don't just hear, they see how to do it. And you're in the community. I mean, just, boots on the ground, really passionately connected to the community. So tell us what's next.
So we do a lot of charity and children's related events. We do No Kid Hungry. We do Food and Friends. We try to educate. We get a lot of kids that come in, so we try to educate them on what they're eating and why it's better.
Yes.
So that's a really important thing for us, and we're going to continue to partner. We've partnered with a couple of minority-owned organizations that deal with food and agriculture and helping minority children learn about how to groom themselves in terms of what they're eating. So that's one big thing. And then we also have a line of frozen biscuits, actually. And they're hitting 2,000 stores in the next 30 days.
Yes.
So it's going national. It's going to be great.
Well, I feel so blessed that you brought some food here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to, before we get into the food, we're going to talk about a few events that are going on. Then we're going to taste this great food. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right. We had, I talk about some of the events that are happening around the DMV and beyond. And I want to start off with Dr. Ife Williams. I could not find her flyer, but she does a Congressional Black Caucus every year, the breakfast. And I just wanted to show, she was here a few weeks ago. And of course, her best friend and friend to the globe, Dick Gregory, had passed a week after she had come on the show. And do you have the picture of Dr. Ife Williams? She has a flower just like me on her lapel. And it's a prayer breakfast. It's there she is. I love that lady. In Crystal City Marriott. It's the 33rd annual brunch, and it's just $100. And so I said, just go on. It's National Congress, B as in boy, W, .org, and get your tickets. It's a really wonderful cause. Also, we have a Dick Gregory tribute. Of course, I said that was Dr. Ife Williams' best friend. And Edgar Brookins from Afro-American Newspaper sent this to me. So please support the family of Dick Gregory if you can, and that's coming up. Also, we have Sisters Walking in Love Awards. I've been, my goodness, humbled and honored and so privileged to receive one of these awards. Just women walking in their faith and in the passion that God's giving them. And so that's going to be the end of this, I think it's the 30th. Also, we have Giorgio Armani, my dear friend. She's going to be at Saks Fifth Avenue. I believe there she is. Oh, she's so amazing. And just let her know that the Renee Allen and Friends show sent you, and she'll have a free gift for you. And she'll be on the show next week, but I wanted to just give her some kudos there. Also, next week we're going to have Kathy Santos, who's doing some great things on the Hill during the Congressional Black Caucus for veterans. And she's asked me to be a part of that. I couldn't find that flyer either, but I will have it on my Facebook. There's a Made Man event, and I'll have that flyer as well. But I just want you to know there's the 100 Black men, National Black Men of America, along with so many others. Goodness, they're going to be honoring 100 great men, and it's the Made Man Awards, which our guest and his bride today, Dr. Willie Jolley, actually received that last year. It's a wonderful, prestigious award about people who are doing it, making it, and really made man, just really making their own legacy. And lastly, we have Hellena Makana. She is here in the studio today, but I wanted to just let you know she's having Evening of Cultures, and last year was so phenomenal. Oh my goodness, you don't want to miss it. It has every culture in there. Music, food, entertainment, but I'll have her live for you in a few minutes. So I am now, we have to ring the bell. And tell us about what you brought here today. You're going to put a camera on the food.
All right.
And just kind of let us know, open it up a little bit. And Jacob will put the camera down there. So what is that?
These are just our top side is our mac and cheese. So
okay, open up one, girl. They want to see, girl.
Been sitting, but I just want to make
all
sure.
Right. Oh, it looks good to me.
So don't really know how to.
Yes,
there we go.
Yes.
Our signature fried chicken. It's antibiotic, hormone-free chicken.
Wow.
So very important for all the chicken lovers out there. You can eat it right.
Yeah, and you put a whole bucket too. You are so generous.
I brought some chicken biscuit sandwiches. Again, made with our signature. Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Let's get a really. I'm trying to think. There we go. We'll go here. This is our signature. We probably sell like 10,000 of these a month.
Wow.
So this is
that bacon in there?
This one's got bacon.
Yes!
Have a lot that don't. And then obviously our award-winning biscuits. We won Best Biscuit in America, International Biscuit Festival.
Yay!
60,000 people. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna have to try one of these before we leave. And how do they get a hold of you, Asha?
Anytime you want to come down to the restaurant, 2301 Bladensburg Road Northeast, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Mason Dixie Biscuit Co.
You're going to have to do this with me, sis.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, you're going to have to do it with me.
All right.
This is a biscuit.
I eat so many of these.
Oh, it's flaky, moist. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to enjoy this great food of Mason Dixie biscuits and more chicken. And what was that? The chicken is something special about that chicken.
Antibiotic, hormone-free fried chicken.
Hormone-free. My goodness. And macaroni and cheese, all the good stuff, but healthier. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
I love you. Mwah! Support her.
Please.
We'll be right back with Hellena Makana. And of course, we have our featured guest, Dr. Willie Jolley and his bride with their new book, all about marriage.
Gave my best to some who only gave their worst, but that's alright. I never had your love, well you won't be the last, nor you my first, so that's alright. 'Cause this life will be back around. So if your heart is where it stays, now that ain't right. And what good's a song if you don't sing your pain away every night? 'Cause
Hello and welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show. We are having a ball. We just got through tasting the Mason-Dixie biscuits and chicken and macaroni and cheese and ooh la la. If you're near the WOVS studio, you are more than welcome to come because she brought a lot. So come on down. Listen, I'm sitting here with the beautiful Hellena Makana. Tell them about you, my beautiful friend.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And my name is Hellena Makana, and I'm founder of Chase the Dream, Culture, Arts, and Beauty. And the reason I'm here today is to present my event, an annual event by Chase the Dream, that's coming in a couple of weeks now. And it's a multicultural event bringing the entire world under one roof to celebrate culture and humanity and diffuse hate and divisiveness.
Yes.
And
You know, usually I introduce the guest, but I love how she speaks. So I was cheating a little bit. So listen, we have a video, right, Jacob? Did I send you that video? Or we can end with that if you don't have it queued up. You do? Okay. I want to just show a little bit of the video of last year's extravaganza because I was there, and we'll talk about that after just about a minute or so of this video footage. Thank you, Jacob.
my name is Hellena Makana. I'm the founder of Chase the Dream, Culture, Arts, and Beauty, and the initiator of the Evening of Cultures, a forum of peace and unity. The Evening of Cultures was initiated to use culture as a medium to bring people of diverse cultures, ethnic, religious, racial backgrounds together to celebrate humanity and their respective cultures, as well as admire beauty in diversity.
We wanted to blend Africans and Americans and the world together because of our culture, because we are one.
Well, I'm about... Yes, yeah, well, I was her MC, yes, but it's all about her. That's why I said just a few minutes. But listen, we are, if you're just tuning back in, we just showed a little bit of the footage from last year for Evening of Cultures. I'm here with Hellena Makana, just a beautiful person inside and out, whom I have the privilege of working with on projects, and I wanted her to come down and just talk about this one in particular event that is coming up on the 22nd.
Yes, thank you, Renee. The 2017 Evening of Cultures will be hosted, as I said, on Friday, the 22nd of September, but from 6:30 p.m. Until midnight. It will be a dinner, entertainment, live performances, and a cultural and artistic show with vendors. A lot of vendors amongst us, and most of all, we address issues of mental health with a guest speaker and a silent auction. So it has a humanitarian side, just like we did last year. We addressed issues of domestic violence.
Yeah, share with them
Yes, and our guest of honor last year was Dr. Mildred Mohammed, the ex-domestic violence survivor and ex-wife of DC sniper John Allen Muhammad. She shared her experience and a great piece of advice for abuse victims and women and children who are facing domestic violence. And we brought different cultures, music, dance from different parts of the world.
As you can see with the video,
America,
very nice.
Africa, even from Hungary, because we want to show that we are created in his image and we have to celebrate humanity. That is the concept behind the Evening of Cultures. In the same manner, this year we are going to address mental health with a guest speaker. We will have samba from Brazil. We have Ethiopian dancers. We have West African dancers. We have American performers live, harp, saxophone, and even singers with our beautiful MC, Dr. Renee Allen, and we're very proud to have you. And tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. The link is 2017 Evening of Cultures .eventbrite.com. It's only $25.
Only $25.
Only for
she could
everything.
easily charge $60 to $75 for what she brings to you. So please support her. Thank you so much for coming on. The beautiful flyers and it's beautiful vendors. I mean, there's Rudolph is coming, and just so many great things.
We have artists, we have photographers, we have jewelry designers, we have fashion designers. Our own Jacqueline Hudson, plus size fashion designer. She will be on board.
For just $25.
Yes, only $25. Yeah. All we want is to bring the community and celebrate culture and humanity with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You
Renee.
are so welcome. I just want to keep celebrating her. I love the people that come on the show because, I try to bring you the best of the best. And Hellena, you are right up there, girl. You are just such an elegant, just genuine, sophisticated woman. And she just pours into women. She doesn't have to. She has 2 grown children, one in college. And she just always pours into people. And that's what I love about her the most. I will be there, and I will have a table there, and we will support you always.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to have you always, Renee. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We will be right back with the one and only Dr. Willie Jolley and his bride. He talks about all the time. For decades, they finally put together a book, both of them, and it's about marriage, love, money, all the good stuff that you want to hear about. So don't go anywhere. They'll be right back. Thank you so much, Hellena.
Thank you so much. You're welcome, Renee.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone.
Well, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. Good morning, $1 Million Round Table. I want you to step up to the plate and swing for the fences. Now in America, there's a game we play called baseball. And baseball is a game that really is a game of risk and reward. A pitcher throws the ball to a batter, and the batter's job is to hit the ball. And he must make a mighty swing in order to hit the ball. The bigger the swing, the more chance he'll miss. But the great ones always swing for the fences. They always go all out. They give their best, knowing that sometimes they're going to miss. I want to encourage you, as MDRT members and producers, to continue to swing for the fences. Swing all out. Give your best. Understanding sometimes you'll miss. It's okay. Because when you hit it, you'll knock it out the park.
Best-selling author, has a #1 radio show on Sirius XM, right? Anybody heard of Toastmasters International? Any members? 175,000 members ranked him as one of the top 5 most outstanding speakers on earth, and we got him here. Watch this video, and I'm going to get Dr. Jolley out here. Check it out.
Impossible Jam!
What?
God bless you! God bless you, Flood Lauderdale! God bless you! God bless you! Thank you so much! God bless you!
Dr. Willie Jolley, everybody!
Good morning, New Orleans, Louisiana. Good afternoon, Nashville, Tennessee. Good morning, Richmond, Virginia. Good morning, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. Good afternoon, Atlanta, Georgia. Good morning, Tampa, Florida. It's time to get this party started. Are you ready to go to the next level? Let's get it on. I'm ready to get fired up. I talk about transformation. Transformation, transforming your thinking so you can transform your future. Scripture says, woo!
Welcome.
Let's get this party started.
Right on time, right?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. We are hot in this WLBS studio today. We had the Mason-Dixie Biscuits, we had Hellena Makana, and now the dynamic duo star power couple, Willie Jolley and Dee Jolley. My goodness, good. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, it's a joy and a privilege and a pleasure to be with my friend. We've been friends for so many years.
Oh my God.
And
almost 30.
Almost 30 years.
Yeah.
So her son is a part of my life, and we're grateful. Yeah. And we're grateful to be here. We were with Jen Hecht earlier. She's awesome.
Yes, she is.
She's awesome. Yeah. And we're excited about being here with Renee Allen, Dr. Renee Allen. So,
thank you.
The book.
Yes.
Make Love.
Well, let me go. Let me start. Let me get them into a little bit slower than
this
because they were all blowing up the Facebook and everything.
Yes.
Look, we all know Willie Jolley, Dr. Willie Jolley, for decades and all the wonderful things you've done throughout this world. But now you brought your bride on.
Got my bride. You know, for those who don't know, we're newlyweds. We're newlyweds. June 28th of next year, we'll celebrate 33 years of marriage.
33 years. Well, I want to show his books prior to this one. I have a few of them to show for people who don't know Willie Jolley. This is a global show.
All right.
And so I want them to see that. And then we're going to go into this phenomenal book they just came out with, which I am super excited about. And as he gets those pictures up, I just wanted you to talk about the books that you have already.
I've written 5 books thus far. And I'm very grateful. They've hit the bestsellers list. First one was It Only Takes a Minute to Change Your Life. And that book was the book that launched my authorship. And it's from my daily radio show, which is heard here in Washington on WHUR, right before the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And then my book that kind of launched me globally was A Setback is a Setup for a Comeback.
Yes.
And that book has continued to sell well over the years, continues to become part of the vernacular for people now use that term everywhere, Joel Osteen and Bishop Jakes. And then my third book was Turn Setbacks into Greenbacks. Okay. Oh, I had a PBS special from Turn Setbacks into Comeback, but then Turn Setbacks into Greenbacks. What do you do when life throws you a curveball with your finances? How do you come back from that? And
it's
then
hard.
An Attitude of Excellence was a 4th book, and that is about how to grow your business, grow your people, grow your future, grow your finances. And then I'm a associate author or contributing author for Chicken Soup for the Christian Soul, where I'm on the front cover with Joyce Meyer and Tony Campola and so many others. And now we've got all of these books, but we've got now the one that will change the world because it's going to change marriages.
Yes,
and
sir.
we want to save 1 million marriages. That's our goal.
And you know, you mentioned that people are now using that. And let me tell you, just the other night, Lance London of Carolina Kitchen just said that about the setup is a comeback.
That's my man. So, and I'm grateful because all those people use that. People say, where does that come from? And they Google it, and I show up. All right,
yes,
my book.
Yes. So let's talk about how, I mean, Dee, you have been, they say behind every great man is a greater woman. And I really believe that, especially when it comes to YouTube, because I've seen for almost 30 years what has been going on. I see you, hustling and making sure the dots are dotted and the T's are crossed for your man and the organization of Willie Jolley, right?
In the background.
Yes, ma'am. So now, I just had a Star Power, and you were one of the speakers, and they loved you.
Oh, thank you.
So now this gem, this diamond, has evolved to the front. Your husband has pushed his bride up front. So talk about how this book came about.
Our son.
William?
William. Yes, William.
William.
He would talk to a lot of his friends, and they would commiserate and talk about the challenges that they were having with their parents or why they didn't like their parents and the like. And he would say, I've never heard my parents argue. I love being around my parents. And they were like, yeah, right. Okay. Mm-hmm. We don't believe you. Mm-hmm. So for our 30th wedding anniversary, he said, I'm going to have some of my friends over.
Wow.
So that they can
see what I see and talk to you a little bit. So we'll have a few friends over, and a few friends turned out to be about 100 or so people with pizza and beer, and we shared then our tips for how we were able to have a lasting and successful marriage. And the tips then turned into, from another one of our children in the speaking business, and it turned into, he provided the title, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. So then we were off to the races. So we had to make it happen.
Yes.
But it started off as a year process. It ended up being 2 years in the making.
Well, thank you for sharing that story.
And a couple of other things that part of that is that we wanted to help people with the big issues, the big rocks, the big boulders that are impacting marriages. Yeah. We already know the problem is 50% of American marriages end in divorce. 50%. That across all genres and all groups and all demographics. Christian, non-Christian, Jewish. I mean, you go down the list, they have 50% of marriages end in divorce. And so...
And those that are left.
Yeah, and of those who are left, the rest of the left, 40% of them, statistics show, are unhappy.
Oh, my.
So we said, we've got to do something about this, and let's put this book together. And I thought, we put our 10 secrets together about a year ago. I thought it was done. It's done. We put them out like we've done in the seminars. We've given all our stories. Let's go, print it, put it out. I got more stuff to do. But my beautiful bride said, we've got some more that we're missing. There's something missing. And I was wise enough to listen to my wife. All right? That's a wise man to go listen to his wife. I think more
marriages would last if men did that.
If they listen. That's why you got her. She's my helpmate. As her mama used to say, her daddy was the head, but her mama was the neck. And the head could not move without the neck.
Yes, right? I love it.
And so I listened, and within the next few months, some miraculous, incredible information that was life-changing, was more profound, came across us, or came upon us, and we were able to add them to the book. And so we interviewed people who were married 40, 50, 60 years. And some of the insight was just life-changing. And then we started finalizing the book. We got it finished, and now it's out, and it's blowing up. Blowing up. This is I think the fastest book I've seen that we've had.
In terms of sales.
But
I would say the strategies are very practical.
Yeah.
Yes. And what we shared, the insights, the ideas or the principles, and then our story. And the interesting thing about the book is that he shares from his perspective, and then I share from my perspective. Wow. And then we have the advice in the back of each chapter. So that's a little different, because we realized our voices are very different, but we're on the same page and share the same values.
One more thing I want to say is that we want to read the book is because some people are living lives of quiet desperation.
Say that again, Dr. Willie Jolley. My
quiet, desperate. They don't know what to do. They are desperate for help in their relationships. They just don't know what to do. And so this book is a book that will help them to get some stability and some confidence in their future and in having a marriage that gets better. Some people just think it's over, it's done. But we've seen marriages healed, completely healed.
But we want to say that it is work. So we provided the suggestions, the advice of what you need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
You have to work it in order for it to change.
That's why we specifically wrote in the title, 10 Secrets to Shape.
Yes.
Now, we didn't say just to get or to have, to shape, because shape, by the word shape, when you shape something, you have to work. You have to take that clay and shape a pot, or you have to take that clay or that wood and carve a piece. You got to work. And this thing is work. But once you get the principles, then the work becomes doable and manageable. So you're not out there saying, will this work? Will that work? We're giving you what works. Wow.
It works if you work it.
It works if you
follow the roadmap.
It'll work if you work it.
Who doesn't want love? Who doesn't want money? And who doesn't want to make a marriage last?
Yes.
I think that's all of us. I am going to buy this book because I know he's always gifting stuff. I'm buying this book tonight.
Bless your heart.
I'm going to buy this book for a friend of mine as well. Oh, and I want to. Speaking of friends, Reverend. George E. Holmes said,
my man.
Let me tell you, he said the same about you. He said, I told you you were going to be on the show, all my friends. And so I got a lot of comments, but his comment was that he was so indebted to you for all that you did with his mother's passing.
Oh, yes.
You know, and just a month or so ago.
Yes.
And you were the same for me for my dad's passing.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say that publicly because you are just blessing people, not just motivating them with, you just really bless people, Willie.
Well, as you give, so shall it be given unto you. Press down, shake it together. That's not just finances. That's about giving into other people's lives, pointing into other people's lives, encouraging others when they're in their tough moments. Because we're all going to have a tough moment. Everybody's going to have a tough moment, sooner or later. I don't know when yours is coming, but I know it's coming. So that's why we want to be a blessing to others and try and help them through those moments and just encourage them. So we're excited about it. Oh, let me take a moment now, as we did on the earlier broadcast. We'll do it on this one.
And we'll be bringing her up soon, too.
we want to bless people. On the book, on our website, we have, it's called JolleyMarriage.com. JolleyMarriage.com.
With an E.
JOLLEY, marriage.com. If you'll go there, we give you a free chapter, the most popular chapter. We give it away because that's the one that most people struggle with. How to disagree.
Without being disagreeable.
And it's called To Agree to Disagree. How to agree when you disagree. And so that's a big one because we've been married for 32 years, have not had an argument in 30 years. Now that doesn't mean that those first 2 years we didn't argue. We had major arguments. I mean, major arguments. And one of them almost broke up our marriage one night. But we learned some principles, were able to use them. And after we got those principles, we were able to go for the last 30 years of our arguing. And we want to teach people these principles so that they can get away from the drama and get to loving. And so go to that JolleyMarriage.com, download the free chapter. It's absolutely free, and it's the whole chapter.
Free, y'all.
That's right.
Free.
And the first person in each hour who does, we're going to send them a free autographed copy of the book.
Yes, come on, WLBS listeners on the Renee Allen and Friends show. You know we can do this, right?
It's a blessing to them.
My. So listen, so tell them how they can get a hold of you as a speaker.
Oh, well, if you want me to come speak, go to WillieJolley.com. WillieJolley.com. You'll see that video that played earlier. You can watch that.
Spell Willie Jolley.
You know what? Here's the easy way. Go to WJSpeaks.
Bam!
.com. WJSpeaks.com. That will take you to me and WJSpeaks.com, and you can book me to come speak or at least try and get on my schedule because it's been busy. Many people knew I was on a Get Motivated tour with Les Brown for the last couple years.
The Zig Ziglar tour, right?
I replaced Zig Ziglar on the tour.
Yes.
And so that took us to 50 markets every year for the last 2 years.
So I was with him everywhere.
Every city.
I know this, but y'all now know this.
And then, so this coming up, we've got a marriage retreat at Hershey, PA, this weekend.
You have to be married?
We meet tomorrow.
No, you don't have to be married. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I speak on Friday, and we got Johnny Parker, Reverend Dr. Johnny Parker, a lot of great speakers. It's
well, we're going to take a break.
All right, and I'll figure out where it is.
Talk about this retreat.
But we're going to talk about the retreat and talk about the book and talk about making love, making money, and making it last.
Yes, and all this with my co-host with the Jollies, Jen Hecht. We'll be right back.
tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show right here on WLVS. We are live in the studio with my co-host, the dating advisory, Jen Hecht. Yes! And we are doing this. We double-deckered on her show and now mine with the Jolleys, Dr. Willie Jolley and his beautiful bride, D. Jolley. Hello and welcome back.
Well,
Thank
good to
you
be back.
for
Good to be
having
back.
us.
Good to
I
be
think we
back.
ended the last segment talking about the retreat. Now, I want to say, you're single, and I'm saying we're both divorcees, right?
Yes,
so
exactly.
can we go to this retreat?
I think so.
I think we need to.
Yeah, I know.
We're-
Can we hear about it?
Yeah, it's a marriage retreat in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It starts this weekend. We'll be there starting tomorrow. Got lots of great speakers, got lots of great personalities, and the gentleman's name who is putting it on is Dr. Harold Arnold, and he is quite a guy, and he is doing a great job with this. So it's Eusebia, EUSEBEAI. But let me tell you where you can get more information on registering. If you will go to the Eusebia Weekend Experience. If you just put it EUSEBEIA, EUSEBEIA, you'll get more information on that. And then you can email my office at info@williejolly.com, info@williejolly.com, WILLIEJOLLEY.com, and we'll send you. My assistant will send you the information about registering.
And that's Shirley, right?
Cheryl.
Cheryl, she was
Yes.
so good. Thank you, Cheryl, in advance for all you did for me today and yesterday, right?
Yeah, I love Cheryl. I do.
Everybody loves her.
Everybody
I
loves
love her.
Cheryl.
I'm like, thank you for sending it, making my life easier.
We were talking about the retreat, and now let's talk about this book some more,
Yeah.
because I want what you're doing for the show, for Jen's show, my show, and for the Hour Power, Dr. H.L. Barner's show. What is the deal that you're giving the listeners?
Well, if you will go to that site, jollymarriage.com, we recommend you get 2 copies. And we are so excited about helping marriages. We've decided to. It's prayformarriage.com. That's where the retreat is. Prayformarriage.com. Cheryl hit me. Cheryl hit me.
She's on top of it.
She's on top of
Cheryl
it.
in my life.
I know. Seriously.
Prayformarriage.com. But you get the book. You could get 1 copy, but we recommend if you're in a relationship, get 2 copies. You get 2 copies, and that way you're on the same page as you read the book. Both partners are on the same page, and then at the end of each chapter, there are Jolley advice tips, right?
Yes.
And then you go through the tips, talk about the lessons, the information, the learning points, and then
apply
them, and what you're going to do, the work you're going to do
Yes.
to make it happen. And so we are very excited about this and about the possibility. So go, and we give you a special deal when you buy 2. We take a hit on that, but we want you to have a great relationship, a happy home, where the home is your palace, the man is the king, the woman is the queen, and everybody having a royal time. Come on, somebody.
That's right.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about his bride. If you were just tuning in and didn't see the beginning of this wonderful interview, D. Jolley has been the rock of Jolley worldwide.
Yep.
And I have seen this for almost 30 years, being a friend of his when he had hair, y'all.
That's right, I had hair.
When he had hair. I was trying to
That's
find a picture. And so now it's time, as all things have their season, for this wonderful man of God and his bride to come out and just, slam the world with this wonderful collaboration in this book. Again, can you talk about that one more time, about the title and how you came up with it?
Well, first of all, let's get the problem. So why the book is titled? There are problems that have to play. The number 1 problem is that 50% of marriages divorce. Number 2 problem is that of the marriages that are left, 40% of those are unhappy. And so there are 3 major issues that break up, big boulders that break up. Sex, money, and communication. Those are the big 3. Those 3, they break up. You can go down people's marriages. Somewhere along there, there's going to be something about sex, or some money issues, or their communication, and they fell apart. Everything emanates from those. So that's why we make love, sex, make money. We're dealing with that money issue. And then make it last. Communicate. Work through it. Let's get it together to be able to stay together for the long term. And the book is just blowing up. I mean, some people saw us on Fox TV the other day and have been calling. And we're doing more and more. We're going to be in Channel 9 on Tuesday. And just doing a lot of television, radio. I'm glad to be on with all of you. And Jen and Starlin, Renee. And I got my main man, my homie, my brother from another mother, Dr. H.L. Barner. So, it's great. We're grateful that we were able to have a book that came through us, not from us. That's the big thing. See, God wants marriages to stay together, but it's hard because people get these agendas, they get angry, they start stonewalling, they stop talking, they stop having sex, and it goes south.
Not the sex.
They stop the sex. And look, you don't stop sex because you get old. You get old because you stop having sex.
I wanted to say, look, you were right about that. Was funny. That was testimony hilarious. Because not a lot of people have known them for 30 years or known them before they got together. Let me tell you, they are a true testimony. Not just the big old house, the big old cars, the big old rocks, and then they don't even get along or sleep in the same bedroom. This is a real deal Holyfield relationship. I
got the hots for her. You hear what I'm saying? I got the hots for her. After 30 years, I run her around the bedroom. I tell her, you turn me on. That ain't no lie. I would crawl over broken glass to get to this woman.
We all need a Willie Jolley in our life.
Yeah, I'm like, that's relationship goals right there. Relationship goals right there.
Yes, I want to thank you because I've known them. He's a godfather of my son. And you got to him before me. So you good, girl.
This is so good. Let me tell you, network determines your net worth.
It's true.
Yes.
Network determines your net worth. I have a dear friend, Marissa Levin, who is a friend of yours.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
And I was at a meeting, a business meeting with mastermind meeting, and I was talking about the new book and all the things we're going to do and how we're going to sell it. She said, you got to talk to my friend Jen Hecht. And she connected me to Jen, and Jen said, I want you on my show, and are you going to be available on the 6th? I said, well, we leave town for this marriage retreat on the 7th. I could do that. And as soon as I got it, I looked, it was Wednesday. I said, Wednesday at listenvision.com.
That's right. It's the
I
universe
said, hold
working.
up. That's around the time of Renee Allen has hers. So I called Renee and she said, oh yeah, I'm right after the Jen Hecht show. The Jen Hecht show. And then I said, but you're before my homeboy. I've been on both y'all show. HL. So I called HL on his cell phone. HL. He said, man, it's on like popcorn.
I just want to tell you, I love y'all. You know I love you to life.
Well, thank you.
And I thank you for being on the show. I thank you for providing the world with this book. Pastor Dawn Harvey also has a marriage book, and I'm going to connect you to because this is what we need. And being a multi-divorcee, I'm proud to say I'm a committed woman. I know who I've been with for the last 40 years.
Yes.
So being a person who loves commitment, but has a few divorces. I really want to do this with my next.
The next
partner.
one is going to be it, because you're going to choose right, okay? Because this will help you choose the right one.
Say that again.
You're going to choose right, and you're going to live through the principles. Principles work. You throw an apple up, it always comes down. These principles work, and so I'm going to say with both of you, you're going to make this work, and it's going to make it last. All right, and you're going to make a lot of money. So I want to thank you for dating and what you do for the dating industry. I want people to listen to her every week. I want to thank Renee for her wonderful show, her friends, and her powerful spirit. And I just want to encourage people that we want to help people do more, be more, and achieve more.
Yes. Please support this book. See the amen. Amen. I want to be a wife just like you, and I want the spirit of a wife like you. Because women, you have to really, people don't like that obedience word, but you have to be obedient to what a wife is.
It's grace and mercy.
It's grace and
mercy. I would say Proverbs 31 woman is a great scripture, just the whole.
Thank you, D.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Willie Jolley.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you
My
both.
pleasure.
I wish
God
you the
bless
best
you.
with this book.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you much.
Stay tuned for the Hour of
Love
Power.
you.
Dr. H.O. Barner. I'll be back next week. You know I love you, so come back and show me some love too. Peace out.
Miss Renee Show. Hey, Miss Renee Show. Where we at on Miss Renee Show?